I get where you're coming from.
And now I don't have a choice because now my daughter's out on the street, thanks to you guys.
She's on the street.
Okay, you don't care. You don't care about me. I understand. This is business. I get this.
Yeah.
You don't care about me. You don't care about anything. You care about your business and making money.
With that being said, that's not the route we want to go. We want to see if we can help.
Yeah, I knew you guys were going to back out.
No,
I knew for 2 months.
David, I'm not trying to back out on
my daughter out of my house, and now you guys are going to back out on me.
I'm trying to work with you. I just need you to work with me a little bit. Does that sound fair?
I don't hear. You know what? I don't care about the current condition. The deal was made.
Sight unseen.
Listen, she told me sight unseen.
Yeah,
See, you're an investment company. You do this. You do this all the time. You guys make money. Whether you make $30,000 off a house or $10,000, you're still making money. You're doing this to more than one property. You're making money. So you think you want me to negotiate and drop the price? What you're saying?
I'm wondering. Like I said, we're ready to knock this out in the next week.
Brother, this seller was screaming at me, crying, threatening me just because I came in $13,000 less than what we originally offered him, right? But guess what? I kept my cool. You know, I'm a real deal closer. And I still got the contract. To be honest with you, in this video, I'm unveiling the curtain and I'm gonna show you the nitty gritty of this business. I'm not here to just show you the sunshine and rainbows of making $20,000 to $30,000 a month. I'm gonna show you what it looks like to be a real deal closer in the gladiator pit. And when you get to the end of the video, I want you to ask yourself one question. Can I even handle this type of pressure? Because if you can't, well, go ahead and go back to your 9 to 5 because this industry is not for you. You see, most wholesalers are scared to go in for the renegotiation or my seller just won't come down on their price. Watch how I handle his emotions. Watch how I go from enemy to his best friend. Matter of fact, I just got off the phone with him 5 minutes ago and we were just laughing about the situation. Why? As a true closer, you gotta learn how to, bob and weave in order to get that price reduction. And I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that in this video. This is actually gonna be one of my private clients' deals. Patrice, she had got this deal on her second ever call. You'll see that soon in this video. But on her second ever call, she got a hot lead and got it under contract. She found out that she got it way too high. She came to me on a group call one day and said, hey, the seller won't come down on this price. You see, I heard that and I was just like, what's the challenge? Still sounds like we have money on the table. But most of y'all wholesale coaches out there are like, oh, you gotta let the deal go. You gotta let the deal die. You're not gonna get the price reduction. When we see the money, we get the money no matter what. And that's for all of my clients. You'll see what it's like to have me in your pocket as a closer where I can come in and save the deal so that you can make money and I don't take a single penny. So if you do decide that you want to be one of my private clients, we have 5 more slots for the month. Go ahead and hit the first link in the description. And if there's even slots available, me and you will hop on a one-on-one call. We'll discuss a game plan to take you from 0 to 10 to 20 to $30,000 a month. And I can say that because I've done it for 56 other people over the past 6 months using my digital real estate model. You see, you, my friend, are about to witness an Oscar-winning performance, something only the top tier king closers can pull off, something that those other gurus that you watch just can't pull off. Let's get into it. She said because she's going through some financial troubles. I said, Patrice, you stick with me and I will solve your financial troubles. I pulled a market, I pulled her list, I showed her exactly how to get started, and this is what happened.
I just started calling again today, and then this was the first guy that answered, so yeah.
Patrice, I pulled the market, I pulled the data, I told you to trust me. Do you regret trusting me?
Not at all. And I even put that in the message to you on Slack. Your process really works. So now I have the confidence to, build on it.
The start to an amazing story, because this is where everything went wrong.
All right.
Hey, Roy, it's Patrice. I'm gonna go play in traffic this afternoon because these 2 deals have just gone south. The guy definitely wants to sell the house. The 2-1 one is not the full teardown, but he won't budge on the price. 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 Okay, so I'm gonna give you his number, and you're welcome to do all the talking. I don't want to talk.
Okay.
Hello.
What's going on, David? How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good myself. Hey, my name is Roy. I'm actually going to be working with Patrice on the sale of this property over here on Fairfax Street. Did I catch you at a good time?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, awesome, man. So just to introduce myself real quickly, I'm going to be Patrice's partner. I'm really her general contractor. We've been working together for the past 3 years now, multiple projects over the years. And it looks like we got our next project here coming up on Fairfax Street. I know me and Patrice were kind of going over the budget for the rehab and everything. My question to you is, David, have you already seen the property?
Have I what?
Have you seen the property?
Have I seen it? Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. The inside recently?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. We had went ahead and we walked the property, and we're seeing that this is a basically full gut. Not sure what had happened. I'm not too caught up on that type of information. Would you be able to just kind of catch me up to speed, David, if you don't mind me asking? What kind of happened inside the property?
I don't understand what the question is. I mean, I know what it looked like when I left the house at Christmas time. Unless things have been torn apart, then I don't see what the question is.
Yeah. Gotcha. And the only reason I say that is so we had walked the property recently, and I got a bunch of different bids, just different material and everything. For us to go ahead and go all in on the property, we're estimated a rehab of around 30 to 40,000. The reason I bring that to your attention is right now we're way above the project estimate, above budget of what we have this currently under contract for. Now we're ready to move forward on the property. We have the title cleared. We're ready to close on this thing in the next, I'd say, week or two. Right now, we're just waiting for, I believe, daughter to vacate the property. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. As soon as she vacates, we're going to go ahead and take this to the closing table, and we're going to close out on the property. So far, we're still on the same page.
Yes.
We're still 100% motivated to move forward on the property. Right now, our main issue is the budget that we have set aside in the funds. We're not millionaires, right? The budget and the everything we have set aside to fix up the property, it isn't aligning for what we currently have under contract. And that's why I kind of wanted to give you a call, just because I have more knowledge of how much this is actually going to cost to fix up. We're ready. We have the guys, we have the labor, we have the funds set aside. We just know 100% at the price we currently have it at.
So you think you want me to negotiate and drop the price? What you're saying?
I'm wondering, like I said, we're ready to knock this out in the next week. Is there any way we could have a little bit more breathing room on the rehab price at all?
No, and I'll tell you why. Because I bought the house, I paid it off 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And since then, I put another 40 grand into it.
You put so much money into it. You're just like, look, it should be already completely fixed up, brand new, basically.
Well, I don't think it should be fixed up, but I know it's got to be worked on. But I know this: I put between what I bought the house for and what I put into it, I'm still not getting my money back. So whatever she offered is what I took.
Your main, and just so I'm clear, and I'm hearing your main thing is, look, I put all this money into this. I at least want to walk away not so negative. I want to walk away with at least a bit of money in my pocket.
I will be less than breaking even taking what she offered.
Gotcha. And how
way less than breaking even.
Way less than breaking even. Okay. So right now you're kind of in a situation where you're losing money on the property.
I've already lost. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. I want to see if I can help you out here. Have you tried any other options of selling a property at all?
Nope. As a matter of fact, the issue just came up a week before she called me, as a matter of fact.
The issue came up. Okay, gotcha. Have you thought about just completely going in and fixing up the entire property to throw it on the market?
I don't have the money or the time. I live in Florida. I'm not in that location. I can't be up there all the time.
Oh, okay. This is a tough situation. Okay. I want to know, let's say we're not able to hit the price that we currently have it at. What happens to the property next?
I knew when she called me and she asked me about it. I said, "Have you seen the property?" And she said, "No."
Yeah.
And she said, "What do you want for it?" I said, "You make an offer." She made the offer sight unseen. She sent me paperwork saying as is. Now, I'm sorry that it doesn't meet your standards, but that was the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I dropped it $3 grand already.
And I see how that's not fair to you. I get that. I want to see if there's a win-win. I want to find a way where you don't have to walk away with so much under break even, and we're not wasting a whole bunch of time. Because like I said, we're right there next to the finish line. All we have to do is get a green light. As soon as daughter moves out the property, we're going to be wiring your funds straight from the title company. What is the absolute lowest you'd be able to walk away from this property if we're able to knock this out in the next week?
78.
78.
That's what she offered. That's what I'm sticking with. That was her deal. I stood by and accepted whatever she offered. And that is still lower than my money I've already got in just And that's just buying the house and the stuff I put into it. That doesn't include, the interest and taxes and shit I paid on it for the last 20 years.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. It seems like a frustrating situation right now. We're not going to be able to go through with this contract if we're going to be negative on the deal.
So if you're backing out of the contract, then I'm due something.
I completely
that's what contracts are for.
So if we back out of the contract, do you feel like you move forward with the legal action?
I haven't decided.
I get where you're coming from. Now, in the contract, I have already reviewed the contract. It does give us the right to back out if need. With that being said, that's not the route we want to go. We want to see if we can help. If you were to go with a real estate agent, have an amazing real estate agent, they'll be able to take care of it. But I want to be the guy who takes over this deal and helps you out. And I know 100% I can cover those closing costs and I can close this out in the next week and a half. The only thing I'm asking for is a little bit more breathing room on this price so we can complete this rehab and still be profitable. The reason I say that is I understand where you're coming from. I understand that you bought the property, you put 40K into it, and you're not even break even. I get that. I understand. What I'm saying is, in the property's current condition, we may have over leveraged ourselves, and that's on us. I'm a man of my word. Whenever I put something,
and you want me to take the slack on that?
No, not at all.
Listen,
not at all.
When she first called me, my daughter was in the process of having drywall put up, paint put up. She was having process stuff getting done, and Patrice told me, "Drop it right there. We'll take care of it."
Yeah.
Now I'm sorry that this is the way it works out, but that's what I was told.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, for the last 2 months, she could have been working on that stuff.
I'll be honest with you. It's a lot more than just drywall on the property, right? So with that being said,
I'm aware of that.
Yeah. In the case that we can't move forward with this contract, right?
I knew you guys were going to back out.
No.
I knew for 2 months.
David, I'm not trying to back out on
my daughter out of my house, and now you guys are going to back out on me.
David, I'm not trying to back out on it. I'm trying to work with you.
Well, kind of sounds like that.
No, yeah, I'm trying to work with you. I just need you to work with me a little bit. Does that sound fair?
Well, what do you want me to work with you? What do you want from me?
I need breathing room on this price.
Well, what kind of breathing room are you talking?
I know 100% if we're able to get this number, there won't be another phone call like this. As soon as your daughter moves out, we're going to wire this straight to the title company. They're going to ask you for your wiring information. They're going to send this to you. We can knock this out by the end of the month. If we can do in all cash $62,000, I can get this knocked out. $62,000.
No, we can't do that. Like I said, I paid 53. That's not even 10. That's not even 10,000 more than I paid for it.
I get where you're coming from.
No, you don't. See, you're an investment company. You do this all the time. You guys make money. When you make $30,000 off a house or $10,000, you're still making money. You're doing this to more than one property. You're making money. Now, I'm sorry that your fix up budget isn't what you thought it would be, but listen, I'm the little guy here.
No. I get where you're coming from. What I'm saying is we're not millionaires. I'm saying we will go negative.
I didn't say you were millionaires, but you're flipping houses. You're making money. I know that's how this works.
So look, I'll break down my numbers right as day for you, right? The ARV of the property completely fixed up in this neighborhood does not give us that much breathing room. We're really, if we're being very realistic in this current market, we're at the 120 to maybe 130 range whenever we do completely come in here and do a full gut to the property. Now, with that being said, we are going to have to cover the closing costs for not only this transaction, but whenever we sell it, we're going to cover our agents, we're going to cover our labor, and we're going to cover all the closing costs for the next transaction. Not even adding in holding fees from the hard money loan as well. We will go belly up on this deal. I'm not trying to get over on you. I sympathize with you. I get it. I've bought a property and I've been negative on it before. What I'm saying is, just for the time and convenience, I can knock this out 100%. We're not trying to make $1 million on the property. We just want to have enough room where we can cover our labor and take care of our families. That is all that I'm asking. I'm pretty sure
you want me to pay that difference. I don't want to hear. You know what? I don't care about the current condition. The deal was made. Listen, she told me sight unseen.
Yeah.
I said, do you don't want to see it? You don't want to see it and do an assessment? She said, no. She said, this is what we're offering you.
Yeah.
And I understand it's a problem for you guys. See, I know the market in Anderson is dying. I lived there for 40 years. I know what it was. I know what it is now.
Yep.
I'm fully aware of the situation. I'm sorry that you guys overbid yourself. But that was the deal she made with me.
I get you.
And considering what you're asking me to take for it, that's not even worth.
Listen,
I don't go tell some guy I'm going to buy a car for $78,000, and then they tell me, well, we can't sell it for that.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, I'll buy it for $75,000.
And David,
I tell the guy,
And you know, David, you're 100% right. Our problem was we didn't test drive the car, and that's on us. That's
We
on us.
have.
We should have. We should have. You're
So why do I
100%.
have to take a? Why do I have to take in the ass because you guys didn't test drive the car?
David, can you let me help you? From what you told Patrice, the rehab that you estimate that you gave her, she was going off that. I know 100%. We cannot
Well, I don't care
do the
what you know,
78.
100%.
We
I'm
cannot
sorry.
do
I'm
this.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's the way you feel. But that's the deal you made.
In the event that we're not able to go through the 78, we still want to make this work. Like I said, this isn't us versus you. I want to help you out, man. In the
It
case,
is us. It is you versus me.
not at all, not at all. I want to see if I can get you. I want to see if I can get you the highest price available. But I know 100% they're not going to let us get approved for that 78 with this rehab in this current condition.
Well, here's what I'll do.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll make it 75. That's it. If you can't do 75, then we'll have to figure out how to recoup my daughter's living expenses, my daughter's living abode. We'll have to figure out how to get all that back that you guys just took from me.
75 is the lowest we'll go.
That's it.
Okay. And then if we can't do 75, what's the route that we would like to go?
It doesn't matter at this point. That was the deal I took. That was the deal you made. And now I don't have a choice because now my daughter's out on the street thanks to you guys.
She's on the street.
Okay, you don't care. You don't care about me. I understand. This is business. I get this.
Yeah.
You don't care about me. You don't care about anything. You care about your business and making money. That's the bottom line. I understand that. But this is the deal you guys made with me, and this is what you've done to me to get this far.
I'm curious. What makes you feel like I don't care about you?
The fact that I know how business works.
I don't operate how business works, right?
You don't know one thing about me. You don't know the fact.
No.
You don't know what my daughter's been through to live there. You don't know what I've been put through as a landlord, quote unquote landlord of two relatives that didn't take care of the place. Okay.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, I'm working like everybody else is in the same economy everybody else is, and I had to go put money in just so my daughter could live in the place.
Yeah. And
now you're gonna try and take all that away from me.
Has she already moved out of the property?
Well, she'll be out next week. The week after next. She's already packed all her shit. She sold all her stuff. Everything she couldn't take with her, she sold.
Yeah.
Just so she'd have some money to live on until she got out of there.
And where is she currently staying?
Well, so she's currently staying right there, but she's gonna be out of there in 2 weeks.
Be out of there in 2 weeks. Because I want to see if I can help daughter as well. I'm brainstorming right now.
Look, man, I'm sorry that you guys are going through this.
No,
but this is the deal that you guys called me with. I mean, sight unseen, offer made. I even took a cut already, and this is not anything that I've done wrong. I did exactly what I was supposed to.
No, David, you did everything right, and what you're asking is 100% fair as the owner of the property. As the owner of the property, it's 100% fair. You're not in the wrong at all. And I don't want you to think that we're trying to get over on you or trying to make some money or not. That's not the case. All right. We want to help. We understand the situation. We want to make sure that we've gotten you what you deserve. We've already made it this far. I just want to take it to the finish. Right now, you gave me a little bit of breathing room at that 75. That's all that I have right now.
That's all I can do. But I'll tell you what,
I'm at this.
I've already taken a huge loss on it.
I'm at that 62. You're at the 75. How far are we? Seems like
13 difference.
$13,000 difference. This is what I want to do. I want to run my numbers. I want to see if I can make that 75 work. Can I give you a call back here in the next 10 minutes? Like I said, David, I understand where you're coming from. I want to see if I can help. If I can 100% do that 75 without going red on this prop, I will do that. You have my word. I'm not worried about the extra 13. I'm worried about, can I feed my family? It's just going to be worth our time. And can I save you time and effort from having to go find a realtor or having to go a whole nother route when we've already made it this far? Right now, I'm trying to take care of you, trying to take care of my guys as well. Does that sound fair?
It does, but you're not going to get any sympathy about trying to feed the family and all, because I know you guys are working with money. You guys are working, so you have money in the bank to work with. I understand this. Okay, I know people who flip houses. I know all the time.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm into home construction.
Yeah.
I'm fully aware of that. So I'm sorry, but that was the deal that was made. That's all I can say. And if I have to lock it up and find somebody else to sell it, then I guess I'll have to do that if you guys back out.
I'll be 100% honest with you, David. If we do that, you're gonna get that 62 again. You're just gonna come. They're gonna come right back at that 62.
That's the deal I'm going to have to take at that point. This isn't the deal I have to take at this point. This is the deal that you guys made with me.
So you're willing to take the 62 in the future, just not now.
I'm not willing to take it. No, but I don't have a choice at that point. I do have a choice right now because this is the deal you made.
Gotcha. All right. That's what I want to do. Let me run my numbers. Let me give you a call back here in the next 10, 15 minutes. That sound okay, David?
Sure.
Gotcha. Is there any other questions that you have for me, man?
None.
Got it. I do apologize for this phone call, man. I wish it went better, but I'm gonna figure out what I can do. I'll make sure this is a win-win for both of us. All right.
All right.
All right. I'll talk to you soon, David.
All right.
All right, bye. Woo! What's your
Yes.
thoughts? What's your thoughts?
He made me the first offer. Remember, I came to you and told you I went in with a newbie mistake because after I run those ARV numbers, I said we can offer 81. He said, "Oh, I would have taken 70." That's what he said. And when he said, "Had anybody seen it?" I said, "No, we will be in the neighborhood within the next week." His daughter is turning herself into prison. She's not moving.
That's why I was confused. I remember you told me that.
Yeah. So as a matter of fact, like, here's what I'm okay with you doing, because I don't know that wholesaling is for me. I really don't. And I'm just being straight up honest with you. I'm ready to throw in the towel. If you want to write me out of the deal, because I'm just not, I know how I go into things and I want everybody to win. But this has just been way too much for me.
Patrice, I don't want you to give up.
Bro, I don't have my batch dialer is off. My prop stream is off. I had to make arrangements for them not to come and repossess my car. I've been applying for jobs all day today. This has to work for me. Begging for is $2,500, Roy. That I have to have $2,500. My husband is doing everything here at the house, and I'm normally bringing in $10,000 a month. I need to pay my bills.
I get you.
Hello.
What's going on, David? This is Roy. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. This is the contractor who, can I catch you at a good time?
Right. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, David, I got 4 options for you. Okay, I went through my resources, and I think there's 2 that you're gonna be okay with, and 2 that you're not gonna be okay with. But I at least want to throw them out there, as I've done everything in the book to try to go ahead and get this this deal knocked out. This is gonna be our last deal for this quarter. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick preface. We're ready to close on this thing. All right, we want to go ahead and get this knocked out. And if we're able to agree to these terms, then by the time daughter is vacated on the property, no later than 24 hours, you will have a wire of the agreed amount sent to your bank account. So I'm not here to waste your time or play any games. I'm telling you, in and out. All right. So option number 1. All right. Option number 1 is going to be, we would like to either go ahead and fix up the property while you still own it and list it on the market, and see if we can still get you that 75 as we fix up the property and list it on the market. All right, and then we'll just take whatever profit we get to cover our rehab cost. But that helps us not have to go more into the hole with closing costs and stuff like that. Another one will be go ahead and just listing it on the market with the realtor as is. So this isn't gonna take as much time. Us fixing out the property might take, I'm not gonna lie, a few months, right? But if we list it on the market with a realtor, it's still gonna be in that months range. The only thing is, in its as-is condition, it's not worth 75. We've talked to a few realtors. They'd max probably listed at around 60 to 65 in this market. All right. With that being said, you have a chance of getting a higher offer, where then you can accept that offer. The only thing you have to pay is closing fees and the realtor commission. Option number 2. Option number 3, we go ahead and we just knock this thing out all cash, what we originally agreed on. We cannot do the 75. I did my best. I pulled all the strings, but it's just not profitable for us. I even called the cheapest material guys in town. I really did my best here. The rehab is going to be under 30K in order for us to list this at around 120. With that being said, I came up off that 62. The highest absolute amount I can do, and I'll cover all closing fees, close within the next 2 weeks, is 65. And then option number 4, I told you weren't gonna like this one. We just have to go ahead and shake hands, and we just probably couldn't, we'd have to walk away from the deal. The reason I say that is, in our agreement, the agreement says that if buyers inspect property and it does not meet as is condition, they are able to terminate contract as desired. So legally, we are able to do that. With that being said, David, the one that I am more favored towards, just because we can get it knocked out and it's not going to take months, and I can get the money in your pocket in the next 2 weeks, it's going to be that $65,000 all cash, all cover the closing fees, and I'll make sure we knock
Let
this
me
thing
ask
out.
you this.
Talk to me.
Let me ask you this. If I take the 65, can my daughter keep her refrigerator and stove?
If I let daughter take that, or take her refrigerator and stove, 100%, are we able to make this 65 work?
If she can have a refrigerator and stove, then I'll take the 65.
With that being said, we have a deal. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna send you an addendum at that 65. Okay. When I send you that addendum, I'll put it in the addendum that she gets to keep her refrigerator and stove. Is there anything else that she would like to take?
I don't think so. She was just particular that fact that was the only thing she'd ever bought, that shit was hers.
Okay. Now let the title company know that we're able to close out on this property.
I told her we would be closing on the 21st.
On the 21st? Okay. Let me go ahead and get this in writing with my team, and then I'll go ahead and shoot you a text. If you can shoot me back an email to send this addendum to, we should be able to have this knocked out in the title by tomorrow morning.
All right. I'll let her know she can get that fridge and stove put away.
All right. Sounds like a plan, David. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Patrice, I told you I was going to get it. Patrice, I told you I was going to get it. Now, I really could have came in at 64. But we'll walk away with the deal. Patrice, get the buyer.
I appreciate it.
Whoa, Patrice, unmute your mic. You found a buyer?
Oh, hold on. Listen, I've been sitting here being quiet because I've just been taking stuff in. So it looks like I did find a buyer for the filled gut.
Whoa.
And I mean, just kind of out of the blue, he was, he lowballed me, and I was like, no, thanks. And then he said, okay, what about this? I was like, yes. So it's just, it's not a huge amount. And then, because we were supposed to close today, but the title company is running behind through the weekend, and he just asked me, he was like, do you have anything else that I can take a look at? And I was like, well, funny you should mention that. So I told him about it, and he said, oh, yeah. And he made me an offer since we've been on this call. And I was like, nope, thank you. And then he said, oh, let me do my numbers again. I'm like, you're so full of crap. But he ran the numbers again. And I'm going to make a $5,000 spread on it.
Let's give it up.
Holy smokes.
Let's give it up.
So,
I don't even understand what she went through for this deal.
listen,
Patrice was an emotional roller coaster for this deal.
exactly. So
Was this the teardown one?
it was the teardown one is closing. It should have closed today, but it's closing tomorrow. And the guy who's buying the teardown is going to buy my other one. So I'm 100% with you, Roy.